Long ago, an evil lord terrorized the world of Vana'diel until the four nations came together to defeat him. Now, in the year 863, rumors of a resurrection are afoot. This time it will take the strength of an online video gaming community to defeat him in Final Fantasy XI.
大規模すぎてですね、多分プレイしてる人も
Final Fantasy XI has a huge storyline that is quite sophisticated. Although everybody is playing through the overall game for themselves, we created Final Fantasy XI so that people could journey with other people and experience the world together, and they become part of the story itself.
The way that we accomplished our dream to bring the world of Final Fantasy into an online game is that we put in a system of missions and quests in which the story is told through. You get to hear about the story in parts, and then you gradually get to view parts of the whole story that makes up the background of Final Fantasy XI.
When you start the game, you can choose between three countries: the Kingdom of Sandoria, the Republic of Bastuk, and the Federation of Windhurst. Each country presents you with a different perspective of the world, so you learn about the story from your town's perspective until eventually everyone ends up in Juno, the fourth country, and you get the full breadth of the storyline there.
Heroes come in many shapes and sizes, and you must decide what type of hero you want to be.
最初にFinal Fantasy XIを始めるときは当然そのプレイヤーの分身
When you actually enter Final Fantasy XI, the first thing you do is create your avatar or a representation of yourself in this world. So you can select from different races. There's Hume, Elven, Taru, Mithra, and Galka.
Well, the first race that you can choose from is the Elvan. The Elvan are tall and are actually very strong, and they are more of the warrior or fighter type of people. Then we have the Hume. This is the most common race in the world of Vana'diel. If you ask what their features are, they look like us. They are good at everything but don't excel at anything. So they are just balanced and equal in all areas. And next we have the Galka, who are also found in the Republic of Bastuk. They are extremely strong, and they live up to 200 years old.
With the Taru, we decided to create a race that was small and cute. Some people mistake them for children, but they are adults. But don't underestimate them, because they can be powerful wizards.
In the Federation of Windhurst, we have the Mithra. At first, everyone thinks that there are only females because that's all you can choose to play. There are actually male Mithra that exist in the world, but they are very few and far between. They look sort of like cats. A lot of Japanese players actually expect that there will be male Mithra made available eventually. Whether or not that's true, it's not known, but that's what the Japanese public is looking forward to.
But peace no longer is the norm in Vana'diel. The Kingdom of Sandoria, the Republic of Bastuk, and the Federation of Windhurst all vie for control of the outlying lands, affecting all of its surroundings.
Well, first of all, you might ask why there are three countries or three kingdoms in this world. Having three countries allows you to have each country with its own set of values. And that set of values changes the perspective of how they view the world.
The three major countries are fighting over who possesses the land. And the conquest is basically that the countries can fight over the land and see who can gain the most resources. And that affects the gameplay too. The country that you choose to start out in could be winning or losing the conquest, and that will affect how the country appears and what type of items they are selling. We made the conquest system so that people can work together in order to interact, get those extra items or extra things for their country, to make it easier for each other.
Whether you fight for your country or fight for yourself, enemies abound. You must learn to defend yourself and your friends.
This time, the battle system is different from previous offline games because in those offline games, you fight by yourself, and you go through the story and you see an ending by yourself. Well, this time you are fighting or participating in battles with other people from all around the world, so the battle system had to reflect this. We wanted to create it so that you can chat with people while you're fighting. So we made it once you choose to fight, it begins an auto-fighting sequence so that you can chat with your friends while you are battling. But it's not that simple. All the battle abilities and magic that you can use have to be timed, and if you join forces together and cooperate with players to time your attacks together, you can perform special chain attacks. So if you can time them right, it does a lot of extra damage than if you were just fighting by yourself.
One cannot succeed in this world alone. You must seek out help from others and form powerful alliances.
In Japanese, we use the word kizuna, that basically translates to be connections or bonds between people. And that is the basis of Final Fantasy XI.
In the Final Fantasy Online experience, up to 6 people can form a party and travel together. And when you collect people and form a party, you tend to gather people who will play different roles to have a balance. You allocate the roles in order to battle in a more effective manner. But then to defeat large-scale bosses or to complete large-scale missions, you can form an alliance of up to 3 parties, so you can have up to 18 people fighting together.
But if an alliance is to be successful, you must be a valued member of the team, so choose your role wisely.
Initially, you can choose from 6 jobs. You can start off with warriors, monks, white, black, and red mages, and thieves.
In the Final Fantasy XI world, there's a thing called a Mog House, which is like your private sanctuary that allows you to change your job at will. There's no limit to when and how you can change jobs. So originally you can start off by switching any of the 6 jobs freely. Then, when you get to level 18, there are special quests that you can do to gain support jobs.
In most online games, if you're just a warrior, you're the same warrior as everyone else, but you just have a higher level that makes you different from other people. So in Final Fantasy XI, we decided to add a support job. It allows you to be a warrior that can also cast magic, or a warrior that can easily find rare items, or a warrior who can summon beasts from another world.
If I give away too much, please ignore me, but when you get to level 30, you will discover that there are extra jobs that are made available. And these are sort of hidden in the game, and that you can do special quests to achieve the right to be able to take on those jobs. So look out for them in the game.
The vast online world of Final Fantasy XI is the beginning of an RPG gaming revolution. There is much more to this story. New devices and surprises must be revealed. In due time, the rest will be told.